woman in Kafue. Now, Gender, Children, Social Protection Agency charged to take responsibility of alleged witches, and Rwanda opposition lawmaker kick against asylum. And now to our first news bulletin. Attorney General's Department in the Northern region have expressed frustration in delays of prosecution of the murder of a 90-year-old woman at Kafue, a village near Salaga in the northeast Gonja district of the Savannah region. The late was lynched by mob over witchcraft allegation in July 2020 after she was accused by a fetish priestess. Video of the disturbed act went viral and shocked the nation, and the spread of condemnation and justice for the late woman. 2 years down the lane, state prosecutors say the delay in arresting suspects believed to have played various roles did not build confidence in the system and could not affect justice delivery.
I believe you all heard of the Kafue case, in which the 90-year-old woman was tortured to her death. This happened in a very predominantly, I would say, though the place is a town, but it appears much more traditional and rural. And so nobody, under normal circumstances, had the right to report on a case of that nature. In fact, if you want the videos, it's not only in respect of that woman. In fact, the videos that we have, it was like a mass raid of all that persons, specifically women, with cutlasses and whips, just because they want to force them to say, yes, I am a witch.
And now, Programs Officer at Action Aid Ghana in the North has charged the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection to protect and wake up and also help in the budgetary allocation to support alleged witches at various camps. According to Madam Alia, welfare of the women has been left in the hands of benevolent individuals and organizations rather than the state shouldering the responsibility. Madam Alia revealed that because of government lip service to the welfare of women at the camps, issues of inflating their numbers at some of the managers and even some NGOs exploiting their situation with little or no support, but keep taking them pictures for personal gains.
According to her, sexuality in 2010, because the alleged witches were left to their fate. The country, she says, must work towards criminalizing witchcraft in the country. Madam Alia was presenting a solidarity message at the launch of Commission on Human Rights and Administrative Justice baseline survey on access to justice and gender-based violence.
Roadmap was developed and which was targeting how we were going to decongest the camps and ultimately have some of the camps go. And so it was a 5-year which expired and we renewed it again. It was reviewed again. Verbal abuse. When you cannot afford the abuse, the verbal abuse that you will be subjected to, in fact, it's just unbearable. So these are some of the realities in some of, not all, in some of the camps, and the emotional abuse that we have to pay attention to. Forced labor without pay. For example, the women work on the farms of these camp owners and they are giving nothing. You know, and also apart from the women going through this sexual abuse, they are dependents. These are the children or grandchildren who are sent to go and support their aged grandmothers and aunties. They are also subjected to some of these sexual abuse. and emotional abuse as well.
Northern Regional Gender Officer at the Department of Women, Bushira Al-Hassan, assured that the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection is committed to promoting the welfare of the women and children. The ministry, she added, is committed to ending all negative cultural practices against the marginalized in society.
The ministry operates under certain key strategic objectives of gender equality, rights and empowerment, child protection, social protection, and then social development, poised to promote inclusiveness in development process. And so from the ministry, we have three departments. That's the Department of Gender, Children and Social Welfare. And so when we look at the strategic objectives, each department has a role to play. So social welfare focuses so much on the social protection. What is doing, or what is the role of the ministry in tackling these issues affecting women accused of witchcraft? The ministry, from the Department of Gender perspective, have been carrying out sensitization, looking at our mandate on the need to stop
Repercussions. According to him, every Ghanaian now seems to be busy in every sector of the economy, but impact of productivity is not felt by ordinary citizens. Mr. Mauli revealed that activeness is in decline with regards to the past.
Presenting a 5-year strategic framework of Star Ghana Foundation in Tamale, Mr. Mauli, to a number of reasons, including distrust in the states where people are interested in getting involved in things that they will gain. The reality of citizenship strategy launch was on the theme, fostering active citizenship for inclusive and sustainable development in Ghana. Mr. Mauli encouraged the media to speak up and demand accountability without fear.
It is understandable, and those fears are legitimate. The fears of citizens, the fear of crackdown, and the states trying to silence them, the fear of what we have seen other citizens go through for trying to speak up. So those fears are indeed legitimate. But that is also the more reason why we have to even be more active. Because the system would, of course, want us to be silent. The system, of course, would not want us to demand accountability. But the strategy is important and timely in a way that our space, our nation, our community is safe for people to be citizens, because we really can't be anything else but citizens. So citizenship shouldn't be criminalized. So there are strategies and proposals in the strategy to help us work together with the state, work together with partners, and work together as citizens to make our society safe for active citizens.
Executive Director of Star Ghana Foundation, Alhaji Amidu Ibrahim Tanko, told students and civil society organizations at the launch that Ghana's development cannot always depend on donor funding, and that it's about time CSO started mobilizing resources internally and encourage citizens to be more active.
Most of this start-stop donor-dependent approach to development. So a decision was made after wide consultations that if the donor part of it is ended, let it end. But we will turn the program into a Ghanaian organization that will be able to mobilize and support citizens to take control of their own development processes. And that was how the Star Ghana Foundation was born. It was born out of the lessons that we have learned, that anytime you see development taking place, it is when citizens have decided to take matters into their own hands and to lead the processes of their own development. Anytime development is led from outside, it's always been unsustainable. And so we thought that, based on that lesson, this happened. So Star Ghana was set up, Star Ghana Foundation was set up with two clear areas of focus. Promoting active citizenship for development, part of which we are doing today, and then promoting local philanthropy. That rather than waiting for the donors to come and then give us money, there is enough, or there are enough resources within the country that we can mobilize and support our own development efforts. Because whenever money comes from outside, it comes with strength. There's never any free lunch. So either they say, well, today our focus is on the climate. You start after 4 years, they say, oh, it's because of Ukraine. So we are not now going to focus on the security. We are no longer interested in the climate. And then the next time is this. And then you keep on, jumping from one.
And now to our first international story. Mali has accused the French army of spying and subversion when it used a drone to fuel what from alleged as mercenaries burying bodies near a military base. The West African nation's ruling junta, in a statement on Tuesday, said the drone illegally flew over the Gosi base in Egypt, handed the site back to Mali. The statement said the following day, the French army shared a video showing Russian mercenaries covering bodies with sand to forcefully accuse the departing troops of war crimes. 2 soldiers could be seen filming the half-buried corpses. Mali's military has now announced an inquiry into the discovery of a mass grave at the Gozi base. The army said it was found at the grave the day after the... And now to Rwanda. A Rwanda opposition lawmaker slammed the Rwanda-UK asylum seekers deal, arguing it could create budget difficulties and destabilize the society in the long run. The opposition lawmaker, Frank Hubneza, has criticized Britain's decision to send asylum seekers to the home country. He is one of the rare critical voices on the matter